Hi everyone, welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you 3 super easy and simple Christmas treats to take to any holiday party or to just make at home to enjoy. So the first treat, you'll need some kind of RITZ crackers. I got these crackers at Aldi. You'll need some semi-sweet chocolate chips, some pure peppermint extract, and you'll need some candy cane. You actually just need one or a couple of the mini ones. So the first thing you're going to do is throw the candy cane into a blender or maybe into a Ziploc bag and just smash it up, just make it into tiny little pieces. Then you'll want to add your chocolate chips into a microwave safe bowl and you're going to want to melt them in the microwave. I melted them in about 15-minute increments. It took about a minute and like 20 seconds or so. Once your chocolate chips are all melted, you're going to go ahead and add your pure peppermint extract and just mix it in. So all you're doing is dipping the crackers into the chocolate just halfway, or you can do the whole cookie if you'd like. I only did halfway and that worked really well for us. It wasn't super chocolatey, but it had just enough chocolate. It tasted really good. And then like every 8 cookies or so, I stopped and sprinkled on the candy cane just so the chocolate wouldn't start to get hard. Once you're done with these cookies, you're going to want to put your cookies into the refrigerator for about 30 minutes just to let the chocolate harden. And this is what they turned out looking like. They were really good, really chocolatey, very pepperminty if that's what you're into. So for the next recipe, you're going to need some kind of nuts, either walnuts or pecans, brown sugar, butter, and more chocolate chips. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to get a bowl and you're going to cook your butter and your brown sugar in there and just let it mix really, really well. I would say let it cook for anywhere between like 5 and 7 minutes. And then my husband was actually chopping these up for me. I bought them whole, so he was cracking them for me. So I'm going to go ahead and throw them in a blender and just mix them all up and make them into small little pieces. But again, you can just throw them into a Ziploc bag and crush them up. So I buttered this pan and I'm just going to throw in all the nuts, and then I'm actually going to take out all the big pieces just because I'm sharing this with my son Michael and I don't want him to choke on anything that's too big. So I'm taking all the big pieces out and just leaving the smaller pieces in. And then my husband is actually helping me with this. He's putting in the butter and brown sugar mixture on top of the nuts and just spreading it all around. Make sure you cook this mixture really well, that way you don't feel like the grainy part of the brown sugar in there. Like I said, I would say to cook it between 5 and 7 minutes. And then while that is still super hot, you want to put in your chocolate chips at the very top and let them start to melt. So just leave them there for about a minute or so, and then you're going to get a spoon or a knife or something like that and just spread it all out. The only thing I would do different next time I make this is use parchment paper at the bottom of the pan instead of buttering it. I think parchment paper would have made the cracking at the end so much easier. And then you're just going to let this cool. I threw mine into the refrigerator for about an hour or so, but I don't think it needs that long. I just, forgot about it. And then once you take it out, you just want to crack it. And this is what it turns out looking like. It's super good, and I'm sure your family would love it. So for the third and final recipe, I would say that this is probably the hardest recipe, but it's still super simple. So you're going to need 2 cans of crescent rolls, just the ones that are in the refrigerator. You'll need a container of cream cheese, a can of cherry pie filling. You'll only use about a quarter of this, some vanilla extract, and some sugar. For the icing, you'll need some powdered sugar and some milk. So for the icing, you're just going to mix the powdered sugar and the milk together. You can do this step at the very end. I just happened to do it at the beginning, and you just mix it around and let it get thicker. And then you'll want to open your crescent roll cans. I swear, I know that these are going to pop in my face, and I'm always so scared of them. Anybody else? I always get so scared that they're going to hurt me or something, but I know it's coming, but I still get scared. So you'll want to cut each roll into 11 even pieces, and this is going to make your Christmas tree look perfect. So you're going to start forming your Christmas tree. You're going to use a cookie sheet, and I lined mine with parchment paper. I started with 1 crescent roll at the very top, and that's basically like the top of the tree or like your star. And then you're going to start building your rows. So each row you're going to add 1 extra roll until you get to 6 rolls. And then at the very bottom, you're just going to put 1 roll in the very middle, and that's going to be like your trunk of the tree. I got all these recipes from Pinterest, and I will link them down below. To be honest, these are all so good, but the Christmas tree is probably our favorite. We almost finished this whole thing in a day. So once you're done forming your tree, you're going to want to get a spoon and basically form a little bowl in each roll. That way you have enough room for your cream cheese filling and for your cherry at the top. So now I'm going to start on the filling. I'm putting in some cream cheese in my mixing bowl along with some vanilla extract and some sugar. And you're going to want to mix that until it forms kind of like a creamy consistency. Make sure that before you put in your cream cheese, it is at room temperature and it is softened, because that will make it so much easier. And then you just start putting the cream cheese filling into the little crescent roll bowls. And then at the very end, you're going to get your cherries, and you're going to put 1 cherry in each bowl as well. And then you're going to put this in the oven. The recipe called for anywhere between 18 and 20 minutes. But when the time was up, I didn't think it was fully cooked. So I left it in there for about 25 minutes total. Now it's out of the oven and it's cooled. The last thing I'm going to do is pour on the powdered sugar icing and just spread it all over, and then you can go ahead and enjoy. It's super good. All of the recipes are super good. Like I said, I'll have them linked all down below for you guys to give them a try. If you do, let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, I hope that you'll subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!